Can I please have a man slowly explain to me why you all suck so much? I can honestly sit here and say, as a 34-year-old woman, I have not met one good man. So please, someone explain to me why that is. It can't be a coincidence. I've never had a good male figure in my life, and I've never had a man treat me right romantically. I've never even had a good male friend. So someone sit here and tell me what the is wrong with y'all.
So you mean to tell me you've spent your entire 20s and could not find one good guy to date?
I doubt it.
That sounds like a skill issue, to be honest. You're not very good at this. I'm willing to bet that your dating strategy in your 20s was very similar to this girl's strategy.
Picture this. You're going on a date with an absolute fucking dreamboat. You're going on a 5th date with someone who literally checks all of the boxes. And you're like, where have you been? And maybe they have a few red flags, but you're like, no, stop, I don't want to see it.
You see, she's ignoring the red flags because of how attracted she is to him. That's how they end up in situations like the woman in the previous video. They do it to themselves.
Right? You're going on a 5th date, dressed to the fucking nines, feeling real good about yourself. And when you're at the restaurant, this man is showing clear interest. He's putting his arm around you. He's touching your leg. He's getting real close when he's talking to you. And you're like, sir, if you don't stop, I'm gonna need a new skirt because the floodgates are opening. Stop. Right? He's PDAing all over the fucking restaurant. He's showing the whole restaurant that you're his, and it's so hot and attractive, and you're like, the sparks are flying, the chemistry is chemistrying, this is so romantic, I'm having such a nice time.
Now remember, guys, that only worked because she already likes him. Don't go out there trying to replicate this. I promise you, you'll get very different results. You'll end up getting powerbombed through the dining room table at 3 a.m. by SWAT.
You know how people always say, like, oh, I should have bought a house, like, in 2008 when I was, like, 12 years old and blah, 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 blah. That's how I'm starting to feel about dating. Like, I should have found my husband when I was, like, 10 before that they were, like, horrible human beings and life was awful. Because dating in your late 20s is, like, honestly the most painful thing. And nobody prepared me for it. First of all, when your frontal lobe develops, you'll no longer accept, like, the bare minimum. And, like, you, like, once you get your confidence up stuff, too, like, I'm just like, no. Like, I'm not trying to do a hookup. Like, gross. Like, respect me.
You see how that works? Now, we're all about respect, but we sure were up for some disrespect back in the day, weren't we? Once your frontal lobe develops is just a nice way of saying they are finally done with random hookups and are now in the market for a hardworking and responsible guy like you.
You, like, too many things. There's also a pandemic of, like, 5'9", 5'8", 5'7" men that are really attractive. And then I look at the height and I'm sorry in advance for this, but I just can't. Sorry, not happening for me. To women who can do that, great for you, good for you. I'm not one of those. And dating's not going well. Like, I got asked on a date this weekend and I just immediately was like, no. Like, the thought didn't even cross my head. I was like, not happening, not interested. What am I gonna do there? Same thing I always do. Talk, have a good time, realize I only had a good time because I am a good time, and then go home and think, wow, that was a waste of doing my hair and makeup. Never gonna speak to that guy again. You know, while I'm at it, let me add that there's also a pandemic of men who just, like, don't take initiative, don't act like they give a fuck, like, nonchalant. Like, the amount of times a guy on Hinge is like, oh, like, we should go get dinner, and I'm like, okay, yeah. And he's like, where should we go? And I'm like, you're the one who just suggested that we get dinner. I think a man should have to plan the first date, especially if he's the one asking me on it. But I have a handful of men on Hinge who are just good being, like, pen pals. And I'm like, do you think that I really care how your day is going? Or, like, I don't even know you like that. But yeah, men are not planning. They are not taking initiative. They're acting nonchalant, like they don't have a timeline either. And I'm like, yeah, our eggs are getting less and less, but your hair is depleting by the second. All of them are balding.
Ma'am, you're the last person that needs to start talking about balding. Just take a look at your hairline. You might want to get on that minoxidil before it's too late. Just saying.
Balding, left, right. I gotta get off this soapbox.
Yeah, please go.
Every time I hear a guy say, all women care about is money, all women are toxic, or all women are narcissists, all I'm hearing is, you keep attracting the same type of woman, and then you're calling it female nature. Because if every woman you date is the problem, at some point you have to ask yourself, what you're choosing, what you're entertaining, and what feels familiar to you. Because a lot of the time, people don't have a dating problem, they have a pattern problem. You keep going for the same traits, ignoring the same red flags, and then blame an entire gender when it blows up in your face. And honestly, that mindset is exactly why you stay stuck. Because when you believe all women are the same, you stop looking deeper, you stop taking accountability, and you guarantee you're gonna keep finding proof of the same story. Not all women are toxic, you're just addicted to a pattern.
Fully agreed. I couldn't have said it better myself. Now this is what you call a sensible take. This is the complete opposite of the next clip I'm about to show you all, by the way. But to piggyback on what she said, people need to find ways of identifying why some toxic behaviors are appealing to them. It must be a trauma thing, so it's up to each individual to work through those traumas. That being said, this next lady didn't do any of that. Apparently it's men's fault that she's chips at dating. Let's check it out.
Why does dating suck in this era? The answer is men. Men are the reason that dating sucks. Oh, but you can't say that. Well, there's always, of course there are exceptions, but overwhelmingly, and statistics back this up, men are the reason that relationships and dating suck. Not only do they no longer want to pursue women, they only want her if she doesn't want him back. As soon as she shows any type of interest, as soon as she lets her walls down, as soon as she lets him get to know her, he loses interest. As soon as she expresses how much she likes him, he's like, I don't like you that much anymore. I know a lot of single women can agree that this happens so frequently. I've seen videos about how we'll be dating someone that pursued us, initiated contact with us, and they'll do everything that we want as far as pursuing. They'll take us out, they'll be a gentleman, they will say the right thing. And then as soon as you start to like them back and show the tiniest ounce of interest, they're like, oh, I'm just really busy. It's sick. They only want the chase. And yes, I know there's gonna be men in the comments disagreeing with me, calling me all sorts of names, saying that I need to choose better men. But here's the thing, choosing better men looks like not choosing men at all, being single, not having kids, not getting married. And that's also a problem for men. So what we're not going to do is sit here and tell women to choose better men when men need to be better men.
Again, the data is clear. Most men don't behave this way. So yes, it's the men you choose. The men you choose behave this way because in reality they are part of the small percentage of men running through all of the women. And why on earth would those men care about any one particular woman? They quite literally have the pick of the litter. If you found them attractive, it's likely that other women do too. So they'll have you on Friday and have another girl on Saturday. And when they start ghosting you, it's because they are seeing a better prospect, and if that falls through, here they come hitting you up with a you up text at 1 a.m.
The last 4 or 5 guys that I have gone on a date with and have actually liked and continue to talk to after the date, regardless of if we ever slept together or not, it always starts and ends the same way. It starts with them showing a lot of interest, love bombing me, wanting to plan something ASAP, taking me out, buttering me up. The date goes well. They want to see me again. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I'm gorgeous. I'm so much fun to be around. And then I'm like, okay, like things might actually be going well. I'm not gonna have too many expectations, but let's just see what happens. And then all of a sudden, they randomly just like stop talking to you. They go from texting you all day, every day, when can I see you again, to, oh, well, I'm just really busy with work, or I just have a lot on my plate right now. And then you're like, okay, like I get it. Just can you let me know instead of like not talking to me for 2 days? Because in my mind, if you're not talking to me for 2 days, that means you've ghosted me or you died. Communication, just being like, hey, I have a really busy day going on. Can I talk to you later? That's literally all it takes. Or you can be like, hey, I don't think we're a good match. You're a cool person, but I just don't think I see a future with us. I would rather that than you just ghosting me. This has happened to me over and over and over again. And men always say that they're like afraid of rejection, right? But I just saw a video talking about how at least men don't get rejected once you've already let your guard down and started to work towards a relationship. That's what happens to women. They act like they're interested in us. They tell us all the things we want to hear. They might even do all the things that we're looking for. And then like that, they switch it up. They slowly just pull away. And then they always hit us with, I'm just really busy right now. It never fails to amaze me how unoriginal men are. Again, this is not about choosing better men. Men are doing this on such a large scale that thousands of women or more know exactly what I'm talking about because we're all dealing with the same shit. This is why we say hetero relationships typically only work out when the man likes the woman a little bit more than she likes him. When it's the other way around, it never works. When we say that we want men who yearn, we mean consistently. We mean for the whole relationship, not just in the beginning. If you're just gonna pull back as soon as I'm like, oh my God, I like you too, what the fuck is the point? Don't bother me in the first place.
Ah, yes. They want yearning. Why won't men yearn? What they mean is they want the men they yearn for to yearn back. Ah? See? Where would you be without Kay Speaks It? I'm over here giving you tips and tricks on how to decipher the doublespeak of these women. But on a serious note, ma'am, truly all I can say is this.
Pick better.
Thanks for watching the video. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And please take this moment to like, subscribe, and share if you haven't already. Until next time, take care.